Hi everyone and welcome. So previously we have covered so many things about XIAO ESP32C3 board and the Modbus implementation in XIAO ESP32C3 board, that how to publish analog data, how to publish DHT11 sensor data to Modbus TCP server, which is created inside the XIAO ESP32C3 board. Okay, and also we have covered that how we can use this XIAO ESP32C3 board as a Modbus TCP client to read holding register data, input register data, input coil status data, and the coil status. Okay, now in this video what we are going to cover is we are going to cover that how you can turn on and off the digital output of the XIAO ESP32C3 board over Modbus TCP protocol. So our XIAO ESP32C3 board will act as a Modbus TCP server, and we can turn on and off this status of the LED from remotely using any Modbus TCP client. So basically we are going to cover this part, that how to control digital pins of XIAO ESP32C3 board via built-in Modbus TCP server from remote Modbus TCP client. So our XIAO ESP32C3 board will act as a Modbus TCP server, and our Modscan will act as a Modbus TCP client, or you can say remote Modbus TCP client, and we can turn on and off this LED from remote Modbus TCP client. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear. So XIAO ESP32C3 will create its own Modbus server with coil, and in that coil we can update the values like 0 or 1, true or false. So let's see how you can do that. So here is our Arduino sketch, which is created inside the Arduino IDE, and for Modbus implementation you have to install this library, and if it is not installed in your system, then you can go to library manager. You can search for Modbus ESP8266. Okay, and you can see Modbus ESP8266 library version 4.1.0 is installed in my Arduino IDE. So you have to use this library to make it work. Now, digital register address. So digital register address is the Modbus server address in which we will update the coil values, like it should be on, my LED should be on or off. Okay, we will come back to it later once we upload this sketch, so you will get better understanding. After that you have to provide Wi-Fi SSID and password of your wireless network. Okay, because this XIAO ESP32C3 board will create a Modbus TCP server inside it, and it will be available wirelessly. So that's why I am going to use the Wi-Fi communication, and the LED is attached to my D10 pin of the XIAO ESP32C3 board. So whenever my Modbus TCP client write true or false to this coil, then it will go to D10 of XIAO ESP32C3 board, and it will make it high or low depending upon the status of this coil. Okay, so you will get to know once we upload the sketch. Now let's upload the sketch and let's see. So you have to select the board and port. So our board is XIAO ESP32C3 COM port 4, and then we will press OK, and we will upload the sketch. Okay, in the serial monitor you will see the IP address of your Modbus TCP server running inside your ESP32C3 board. Okay, so this is the IP address of your remote Modbus TCP server. So if you want to check the connectivity with your remote Modbus TCP server, then you can use ping command to check the connectivity. So ping 192.168.1.7, and you can see I am getting ping. Okay, now if I disconnect it, okay, I have disconnected it, and if I ping it again, then you can see we will not get any ping here because I have disconnected. Let me connect it again. Okay, I have connected. It will connect to Wi-Fi. Okay, it is connected. Now we will get the ping. See, we have got the last ping. Now if I ping again, then you can see I'm getting the continuous ping. So our ESP32C3 is acting as a Modbus TCP server, or you can say Modbus TCP device. Now we can connect to this device using Modscan 32 application, and the Modscan 32 application is a remote Modbus TCP client. Okay, so I have to go to connection, I have to click on connect, and IP address I have to provide is 192.168.1.7, and here you can see we haven't provided any port. So the default port for Modbus communication is 502. So that is why I have to use 502 here. And then I'm going to press OK. You can see the warning is gone and we are connected. You can see Modscan 32 is connected to this IP address. If I want to turn on this LED, then I can turn it on from here. Okay, it's turned on. If I want to turn it off, then I can turn it off from here. Okay, so this is how it will work. Now you can see digital register address is 0. So this 0 corresponds to the very first coil address, which is 001 in the Modscan. So if I write 10 here and if I upload this cache again, then instead of this 01 address, I have to use some other address. Okay, so previously 0 is mapped to the address 1. Now 10 will map to the address 11. So I have to use 11 here to control this LED. Okay, done uploading. We can connect again. Okay, but you can see Modbus exception response from slave device because the very first coil status is not exist because we haven't added to our Modbus server. You can see mb.add coil and the coil address we have added is 10. Okay, we haven't added 0, so that is why you are getting this error. So you have to change here like 10. It will not work because we have added 10, but 10 is going to map with 11 in this Modscan software. So I have to use 11. Okay, once I set to 11 as an address, you can see 00011. Now I can turn on my LED from here. Okay, so this is how it is going to be work. Now if you want to change the port number, so right now if I disconnect, if I connect, then you can see I am using the default port, which is 502. But if I want to change the port to some other port like 8000, okay, or you can say 8300, then I can upload this cache again. Now my Modbus TCP server running inside this XIAO ESP32C3 will serve on the port number 8300. So it will serve on the TCP port of 8300. So instead of 502, I have to use the port number 8300. If I try to connect with the port 502, then it will not work. Okay, you can see it is connected. You can see it is giving us the TCP connection terminated error because we are trying to connect over the port 502, but we must have to connect to port 8300. So here you have to write 8300 and then you have to connect, and then you can turn on and off your digital pins of XIAO ESP32C3 from remote Modbus TCP client. Okay, so that is very easy. So here we have only control the one digital pin, but you can create a logic and you can control each and every digital pin of XIAO ESP32C3 board. So this board is capable to create own Modbus TCP server inside it, and this board will act as a Modbus TCP device for you in the industry. So right now we have controlled the LED, but if you want to control some relay, and with the help of relay control you want to control any industrial equipment, then also you can do it. So this device will be available in your plant, industrial plant, and this device can be accessed via remotely with any Modbus TCP client, which can be Modscan, which can be Node-RED, which can be any SCADA system, CAP server, or anything, and you can control your industrial equipments remotely using this XIAO ESP32C3 board, as it is having the wireless connectivity. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear, and whatever our agenda was for this video, to control digital pins of XIAO ESP32C3 via built-in Modbus TCP server from remote Modbus TCP client, that has been done. Okay, I'll create a blog in the future. There you will have the code, there you will have the connection diagram, everything. Okay, so you just have to copy paste the code, you just have to change the address as per your requirement, you have to change the Wi-Fi SSID and password as per your requirement, and you have to change the code as per your requirement, that you want to control only one LED, you want to control multiple LEDs. It's up to you how you want to control it. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear, and if you still have any question or any doubt, then you can always ping me on Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp, anywhere. I'll happy to answer your question as soon as possible. Okay, so we will meet you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.